in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, howdy everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC. Coming at you, actually, if you look over my left shoulder right here, it is dark 30. I am coming at you Tuesday evening, but you folks are going to be watching this Wednesday morning is when I'm going to set this up to drop. And as usual, we have my number one gal here at my side, Miss Abby. She is in her place. I know got an email today. Shout out to Sean, Watch City Knives. He has been missing his Abby fix in my little shorts that I've done over the last couple of days out in the deer woods. There has been no Miss Abby, so Sean, there is your Abby cameo for you, buddy. But anyway, obviously been a couple days since a long form video, and even now I'm recording this one kind of obscure hours simply because I have been deer hunting. This week we have a 9-day season and I have been getting out there amongst them. Have not been successful as far as a harvest yet. I am still trying to be pretty selective. We've seen some deer, but just not what we're looking for yet. So anyway, may have to fill the freezer if my luck don't change by the end of the week or the weekend. We may have to take one of those freezer deers, a slick head, and put something in the cupboard. But we're still holding out for old biggin to walk out. But thus far hadn't happened. So keep your fingers crossed for me that that luck changes. But anyway, thought we'd get in here and do one for you tonight, where there'll be one for Wednesday morning. And we're gonna start. My what you toting is going to be what I'm toting tomorrow to the deer woods. So if you watched if you checked out my thumbnail, you have already seen it, or half of my thumbnail is this beauty right here. Yep, it is another one of those Camillus number 10s. If you remember earlier, I had this guy, and I absolutely fell in love with it. This is the one with the deer head, the pewter deer head inlay on it, and I just absolutely fell in love with this. And I went and found another one, and this is the old charging bear. If you can see that, got old bear that he is boot scooting, chasing something. But folks, I absolutely just love these jumbo trappers. Did you hear that? That is just awesome. But they have half stops. Check that out. Beautiful. Got that big peanut butter spreader spay blade on this guy. And of course, we have nice clip point. And it has that etch on there, Wildlife. It's at Wildlife Series. I believe it says Wildlife Series. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because we spent plenty of time on this one, and it is the same knife. The only differences on this knife from this one is this one's a bear. And I believe this is a charging bear, and this one's a deer head. I believe there was 8 different animals in that series, in this Wildlife Series. Who knows how many more I'll get. I'd love to have the complete set, but that would probably be a chore chasing down all of them. But I did have to pick this one up. Of course, I've thrown another little stag, HT stag lanyard on there. Kind of dress it out a little. But just loving these things. So that is what I'll be toting, and that just came in today. Gave it a little cleanup, little polish. Got some obviously steel, carbon steel back springs on this thing. The blades, it's funny, the blades are a stainless steel, but the liners here, the back springs, are carbon. So got some cool little teeners going on that. I polished up the brass on it. You can see those little brass liners, but the springs themselves got some nice teeners on it. But this one ain't quite as clean as this one. This one's a little bit nicer, but nevertheless, I think it's really clean. I think it's nice, good working order, good snap, and we're going to throw that in the pocket tomorrow in the field. So that is my what you totin', and that is one of my new acquisitions. And speaking of which, well, I got to ask a little forgiveness here. Traditional knife community, I feel a little dirty about this, the one I'm fixing to show you. I have not partaken. It's probably been a good year, probably longer than that, maybe a year and a half, 18 months since I have got or purchased in any such way messed with a modern knife. Well, that changed here about a week ago. We made a deal, a good old horse trade with one of our fellow knife tubers here in the community, and I got a modern. And let me just say, in my defense, if you've seen my top 5 moderns video, I did that, I don't know, one of my People series. I believe it was my last one. My show your top 5 moderns. Somebody asked. That was something that one of you guys sent in, and I tackled that one. Well, the very last knife I showed is a Benchmade 940, and it is probably my numero uno. If I had, like I said, if somebody had a gun to my head and said you could only have one modern knife for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I know I've got more expensive, more frilly, high-end knives than a Benchmade 940. Not that they're not a great knife, but I don't care. It is my favorite. I will go in the foxhole with it, get in the trenches. That is my go-to, was my go-to when I was into moderns and carrying moderns. It was numero uno. Well, lo and behold, Benchmade has came out with a special edition 940 that has copper scales. They're still aluminum, but they're a copper finish, copper anodized aluminum, and they came up with this black washed, what do they call it? Maybe it says on the box here. Magnacut, I don't think. Anyway, there's the old Benchmade box. Anybody wants that model number? That's it. But I think they call it battle worn, battle something. But folks, here it is. Come on, get out of here. It is just incredibly cool. Already, I have a soft spot. The 940 is my old school jam. And then I hear tell that they done went out and made one with this just killer looking black wash, whatever you want to call it. I think they call it something else, some funny name, but for all intents and purposes, it's a black washed, acid wash blade in CPM Magnacut. So they done went and made a 940 in Magnacut, and check out these copper, I think they call them burnt copper Annodized scales. This one is open construction. If you remember, the OG is a closed construction. They have green. These are green aluminum scales, and it has a closed back, and it has a little purple, what do they call those? Not back spring. See how far I've been out. I've been out of modern so long I don't even know the lingo. But the back spacer, it's not a back spacer. Maybe I'll think of it here. But anyway, has the little purple right down through there on the back, and all this is closed. Well, in this case, they just went with 3 barrel spacers right here, and it's all open design. But when I saw and I heard this, I was like, oh my goodness. Folks, it's the perfect storm. I didn't mean to do this. This kind of found me. I have not bought, traded. I haven't messed with a modern knife, like I say, in probably a year and a half. But this is my kryptonite. A 940 in this color, this scheme. Magnacut. Look at that blade. Look at that edge. Just absolutely. And here I am. Yeah, I still know how to do the flicky and all that. I still remember it, what I loved at one time, but this one got me, folks. So yeah, I bought a modern, well, traded, bartered for this modern, and I love it. I'm sorry, but I do love it. I don't know how much I'll carry it now, but I wanted this in my collection. On those rare days, I don't know how many it'll be, a year, maybe a handful, maybe 4 or 5 days. I just have an itch. I can go grab either my OG or now this Magnacut model here. And check out this. This is a aftermarket MXG. Usually I go with, when I did it, I was a big fan of Lynch Northwest deep carry pocket clips. But this is a MXG, I believe is the name of that company. And they are just another aftermarket deep carry, titanium deep carry pocket clip company. I think it looks real good on there with the with these black hardware. But it got me, folks. This one got me. So I backslid. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But I had a chance to get this in my collection, and it was just the perfect storm. It was my favorite knife, Magnacut. Look at that blade. Again, that blade is just some kind of cool with that black wash. So anyway, the streak is over. Whatever it was, a year and a half, I hadn't done anything, bought, traded, whatever for a modern knife. Well, this happened this last week, and it finally arrived today, and I do love it. I unapologetically, honestly, do love it. Again, don't know how much I'll carry it, but I am very glad to have this in the collection. So, but rest assured, what will be, don't worry about me. HT ain't flipping. This ain't going to be a gateway back into moderns, all you traditional knife fans of my channel. Just rest assured, tomorrow morning I have already picked out my sheath and my combo. It's ready with tomorrow's attire. This will be in my pocket. And yeah, but I backslid. What can I say? Anyway, folks, that's it. Just wanted to get on here and show you a couple of my new acquires that just came in. Both of those actually came in today. So wanted to hop on here and show those to you. Don't know again how when the next long form video will be. May do one again this time tomorrow evening, maybe a day or two. Do not worry, I am fine. I am out there living my best life, trying to get me one of these things here. See what, yeah, but it has eluded me thus far. So, but it only takes one to change your luck. So, anyhow, having fun. It's beautiful. It is the fact that I can get out there and do it. That is 95% of it. I love it. Harvesting an animal is just icing on the top. To be out there in nature in that deer stand, and none mo better. Love it, love it, love it. And hopefully the wife will get to join me again this weekend. I know we have through Sunday. The season goes out this upcoming Sunday, so maybe we can get the missus out there. And honestly, I just as soon or rather her harvest one for us than me. She does anyway. So like I said, she's as big or bigger a hunter than I am, and that is A-okay with me. So we're going to let you guys go. That's just a brief update what's going on. Don't worry about me. We'll be back at it. And till then, we love you. For Abs, I'm HT. God bless. We're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see.